how it will trade and how it will kind of be valued. And so when we think about businesses, the interest rate environment probably impacts us a little bit more acutely. I don't know if that's a fair statement, maybe relative to earlier stage kind of funds as well.
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, on the subject, lastly, Ken, you have experience in hardware side too, and I think you work with like founders a lot, in the past. So again, like when you think about all these seed stage companies, we're going to transition to a different part of that cycle. Is it anything different for a hardware company or a company regarding founder team? Are there anything they need to do to address that?
Well, the major difference with hardware companies is, in my view, I look for hardware companies where the hardware is really just a real estate. It's the opportunity to get proximity to data. It's where you have to be to get to the data, and if you can get to the data, then you can do cool things with software, and you get into that nice, sort of constructive tension between hardware and software, where the one pushes the others, and you keep going. But the major difference for hardware plays is typically going to be capital required. And you have to be able to convince me that you have a view towards the size of the opportunity, the size of the market, the amount of capital that needs to be raised, and then you have a thesis that walks, and so that's a big deal. And particularly, this is an issue when liquidity is tight and interest rates are high. But fundamentally, it's really the same. You start with, for me, my strong bias is data. Can you convince me that you have access to proprietary data?